They're going looking. Crash, he's getting curious, and the swing on the corner. Perfect. Wolfen wants one, trade down, back and forth. Trex stands for two, but quickly goes down. And it looks like NRG want to send a message early.
And the timing on that was perfect. The flash comes through just as the orb drops from Som. See, Victor got to be careful here. The wide swing, Coldamenter isolates the first, but Som good for the trade.
Shados, come
will
on.
find a response. It's a Killjoy 1v1 here.
It's your dream come true, Mike. Old Tommy the Turmeric going to be coming up now. Spike is safe to get back in hand. That's fine. 35 seconds. Going to secure the flank, make sure nothing's there. He has no idea where FNS is for now. So he's going to try and play it smart and play it safe, but a fight is inevitable. And the angle for FNS...
How deep does he clear on site here, though?
That's the question, isn't it? A quick glance, and the shot's good! Shados! A slap back to NRG.
Nearly caught off guard there. NRG have to try and find a response to this. Actually, the wall comes up. Nobody's swinging on the back of it, but actually, the lockdown invested here will clear some space, but Snowman's still playable here for NRG. Should at least guarantee the plant, though.
Oh, Stuffzo's in trouble. Needs to be really careful about this. They're taking a fair amount of chip damage for themselves, but should have enough time off the back of the KJ ult to at least get the plant down. But how safe are they on the fallback? Actually made it safely into post-plant too. Yeah,
all four
very surprising.
No snake bites available, and I don't think actually any nano swarms on this, so it's going to be a dry post-plant here for Koi.
Around the world. Keep your eyes on who is it. Starkso going walkabouts. He's going late flank through middle. Hasn't been noted.
Victor just gave it up. He spotted him.
Victor is in so much danger. Now there's a problem though because they've got their mind split in two places and Trex starts farming. 3 huge kills and NRG left in tatters. Victor's eyes turn towards middle and it's all but a ruse. It's all but a distraction. The time is just singing him the way out of this round. Coldamenter. Nothing still.
Should hit these steps though.
It's huge. What a swing from Wolfen as well. You felt as though Artist was good for that crash. She's still standing. Don't know how. The absolute flood of utility on the side is going to put him right under pressure. The flank is on though. Koi not feeling comfortable just yet. They want another pick, but you can see them halting for a second, pausing for composure. See if there's any oversteps, and no one is so far.
They've got bodies on the line here to try and defend. That's the Owl Drone. Late investment here.
How is Crashies alive?
Utility to clear Crashies.
10 seconds. They've got to make a move towards the site. And Soma Victor saving NRG in this.
Victor drifting this way as well.
Such close contact as well. That's the first bit of utility fully invested, and they're already on the site essentially. Really sitting deep now. NRG didn't want to take that risk after Artist lost his head in just that prior round, but still, not going to come through. And Trex on guard duty takes down Victor. Crashies with a whole lot of info, but not a lot of ability to really do much about the pressure coming off the back of it. So again, spamming in. Artist takes a little bit of damage himself. And they're looking for that first step in on this retake, and it may be off the back of this Hunter's Fury coming through, and absolutely maybe now. Trex goes down. But not before he actually managed to convert onto Victor. The timing,
no.
FNS! He's made a bit of a meal of it. This could be deadly now. Problems are plenty, Mike.
Does find it though. Coldamenter will fall here. FNS, can he find anything else? No. Starzo deals with it. Trex finds a follow-up. Wall's still available for Artist, but man, there's just not enough left. Still got a drone, still got the recon to deal with. Some should they force in.
Res up. There's Shados on guard duty. Trex quickly handling business, and Artist even gets tagged in this. So they've lost even more. Yes, Coldamenter goes down, but still, it's just FNS, Som, and Artist to try and quickly get back towards the A site. All drawn towards B, all drawn towards mid, and a quick read and a correct decision from Koi to instantly go towards A.
Yeah,
beautiful, beautiful decision making.
A very safe plant as well with no pressure coming back through on site. FNS actually going to invest the lockdown here with the Hunter's Fury being burnt up from Trex. We'll see really what it buys. Again, when they're not behind screens, it only really gives them access towards the orb. You can see where it cuts off here. And it's a safe plant.
Okay, what's the plan here? Oh, this could be nice. Gives him a bit of cover. That's the only issue, though. Has to back away 18 HP, and he's lost all the bodies in the meantime. All alone, barely breathing. Artist would have to work miracles, and there are no miracles here for NRG. As well.
Immediately.
Safety, making sure it's not going to be a double pump, a double fake. No, it's going to be now red alert to Som. Do what you can. Buy us time. Buy any seconds you can. Plant's going to come in. Does it get stuck here? 10 seconds now. It's down. It's safe. Into the post plant. Crashies handle Starzo. Now down to 3 players. What more can these 3 do? I think I heard the Vipers pick committed.
Yeah, Coldamenter's popped it.
He's popped it, and rightly so, but Victor on the flank. This was happening a long time ago. Artist still popping off shots, finds Shados. Down to Coldamenter and Trex here. Close on the side, and Crash is trying to reveal him. Crash is going to get Trex, and now just Coldamenter, and he's dealt with. Focus. He's going to hit the steps here, and now he's going to see the players. Falls away from this, and probably rightly considered. Quick trade does take down Wolfen, but the site's now under scrutiny. We do note that, again, it was Artis who hit that early rotate towards the on that B site, but the fight in middle's won out by Starzo. And Crashes on the quick flank is going to miss the vast majority. There's still one player even behind this, Trex, waiting ever so patiently for his time. The plant comes in, the timing's atrocious. Trex gets it on a platter. Spotting out one in the second, looking likely. Trex, sharp as ever. And now it's just Artis, completely navigated around, didn't even get a chance into this round. I love that. How do we get around the up? What, we just play it up the guts, up middle.
I'd love to accredit this towards the awareness of being, it's going to be on an extremity, right? Yeah. The weakness is going to be in mid. And what's FNS got to deal with is 3 bodies barreling into kitchen. Like I said, even here with the setup, they're stacked up as 3, ready to explode on the back of that alarm bot contact. We'll find a consolation, but only really revealing himself here. Prone to losing this now. Tracks on the first swing. And Shados picking up the slack elsewhere as well. Might even catch him.
Gave it a good fight. Operator gone now. And here's the burst again. Wolfen instantly going to fight towards Som. Som great dealing with the first though. Front line dealt with. Now you got to look towards who else is remaining. We know that Koi are running as a pack in this. There's 3 players who are the heavy hitters and they're mostly still standing. Some though yet to be cleared fully from this. Rez comes in. Do they get a partner? Huge from Som, holding it down and giving NRG the finest amount of hope.
Happy to take these opening engagements, and Koi happy to build around him. Get the clean plant here, and still 5 standing here for NRG. It's a numbers advantage. Koi have to get something done on this retake. Wall going to burn up a lot of time here as well, Lauren.
I don't see a comfy way back in at all. They already have to back away from this. There's no step to it. There's still so many bodies on the site. 5 still standing for NRG.
The wall's only just coming down now, and there's only 1 chunk removed.
Okay, Shados though does connect quite quickly. Good information on the second, but not going to follow up. It's Som dealing with it at the back of the site. Artis still standing, and NRG locking this down. They need this one to work out for them, and Trex cannot do enough. 3 alive for NRG.
Either the kitchen rotate or under tube at least. Yeah, this, I mean, if Shadows lives, then yeah, sure, but...
Didn't love this, if I'm honest. That put...
No second swing. I mean, Starzo's trying to follow off the drone. Som's going to find another kill onto Coldamenti here.
Nicely played round so far by NRG, but it is been left on a platter here. Shados, Wolfen, and Trex trying to navigate a way through, and Som can play that back line. Artis yet to be checked on, does do well. Finds Wolfen. Extends a little bit of play here. 3v2, and Som, perfect timing. Lovely approach there. Buys a little couple of seconds as well. Going to be a nuisance, and Shados not being given a fair fight. There isn't one to be had. Turns the flash, but he can't turn this round. Very much like a technical player so far. He's not, as I said, not going to be your highlight player. He's not going to be sitting there top of the scoreboard, but certainly doing the damage. Lovely work. Big connection towards Victor. That's now a little bit of a problem. You're going to isolate FNS if he tries to stick around here. He can't do much more. It's down to the 3 that are hitting towards the site.
Crashes an Artis, though. Look at them.
To find Starzo, trying to navigate around, potentially. Starzo yet to get checked on, and Trex has found Crashes. This is a bit bizarre to me, and Starzo can just back away here, gets away with his life. No success being found. So FNS, yes, has gone deep towards A, but to what value? There's still utility in play here.
Just now dealing with the turret. The alarm bot's still there, so Shadows is going to know nobody's followed through on that.
Som, how much can this one man do? This again is calling for such a huge round, and he's actually in the right place for it. Gonna fight Coldamenta. There is a second on the site as well, but it's gonna be Starzo just worming his way around, trying to find the angle. He gets it, Koi! Huge punish. Denying Som, denying Artis, and they noted earlier where FNS was. They are gonna sit on this one. The smokes are coming in. Starzo is safe. Slowly, NRG waking up in this game. And Trex willing to scrap on this. Does need to back away. He had the support there as well. Wolfen getting a little bit of play into this. Timing not there this time, and NRG quick to it. They are not resting for a second. Victor masters anything. You'd think he's on Neon if you blinked and missed it. But it's Wolfen in the back lines. They've had to relinquish the site control. But I am looking at one going walkabouts here. Trex is still on the site. Finally found by Crashies, but the spike yet to be planted. But NRG are winning the fights that they desperately needed.
Now, this is the sort of round they're known for. Completely disrupting the rhythm, the tempo, the expectations of some of these rounds.
Got even longer on his own.
This is the thing though. NRG have a long list of options in terms of the plant spot. Victor actually settling for default here.
Love this. going back in just to ensure that that res does not come through, and Som is putting in serious work. Shados finally pulls the trigger, takes down one on the site. Som's been bound, it's a 3v3, but time, the KJ ult has come into effect, and Artis is going to get the counter ult comes in. Starzo on the punish, and now just two. FNS and Victor, and where do they go?
Got to back away. Koi actually respecting the lockdown as well. Nothing detained here on either side.
Time. They got to get a move on
Victor.
Victor.
Up so much.
He's going to have his knife back, he's going to have his flash back, he's got so much kit still to play with. Shado's still alive, FNS is there, he can get back onto this one. Oh, and Victor's found Starzo! Shado's with a quick trade, but time is everything, and is running out for them. FNS, you don't do it in time! It's done for, it's 11 for NRG!
They found a weak point in this defense. This time around the turret is there, Shados.
I wouldn't call that weak with Shados on it now.
No.
Flash is enough. As contact found, slips away, does call for help, but no one's going to be there super quick. Yes, Trex does actually adjust really well. This is a little bit of an adjustment. Trex coming in to bail out is massive. Now they can start working this down. They would have at least noted 3 now, noting it all. That's the spike lost, and Koi crunched them in towards Kitchen. And you're going to have FNS and Crashies, irrelevant to outcome. Crashies would have to pull off miracles here. And he's got the first step. 35 seconds, finds the second. Crashies is fighting as best he can, but being closed in on. Another! Wolfen springs into effect. We're tied up again, 11-11. We go again, 11-11. Could not be closer. Mike, what do we see here?
What is that lineup? All the way towards back kitchen, but no command popped over towards A site here.
4 players here so early on.
When do you expect this resistance?
Starzo going to find Victor. Trade comes in. The site is manic, but it's Crashies again. The pace stage from Crashies. Animal on the site. Finding 3 critical kills. Trex, heroics again required. Not going to happen.
Knife will clear yellow. Shados once again will be tested. How many times have we said that in this second half?
If he can just try and play his life as best he can, yeah, not going to find it.
Can't stall the plant.
Nope. And there it is, already a post plant with 5 alive. You still have Hunter's Fury on Crash. He's got Artis with a res as well.
2 snake bites, 2 nano swarms.
How
Victor with the fragment.
You've got to somehow disrupt the back line with this. Come on, this is going to be hard work. First touch on the spike, going to try and draw out the initial utility. There's a little bit of a look, but not too much intention behind it. Som willing to put life on the line for this now. Maybe even first contact once that wall does drop. There it is, say hello. Som says hello to 2 and bye. Finally goes down, but it's down to 3. Wolfen, Starzo, and Trex. How much more can they do? It's not looking likely. Wolfen, desperate, and desperation ain't working. Starzo now with a judge, and the jury has decided it's NRG. Somehow making it to 13. What a brilliant game that was.
Back site actually, ready with that fault line, but NRG will find themselves a wide open C site. No resistance on the way in here, so very safe plant. Should be open for long here. That's a pre-take coming through.
Yeah, this is early. This is super early. Not safe in those post plants either. They want to get the blood drawn now. Now, yes, Wolfen's on the side, but he needs to get a frag, and he does, but only 1. The back line hits, and it's Shados battering down NRG. So not cheap. Trex is in for a world of trouble here. And the panic, you can see it there. Didn't realize what he was up against by any means. And FNS with an early punish.
I love this smoke here just outside bricks to deny the information. NRG happy to creep up behind it. And actually, yeah, the ping comes onto hell here.
Yeah, Wolfen's in so much shit. How's he won that fight? Artis look good for it there. Maybe an outgun and over. Peek on it, but a quick trade, and FNS is keeping them in this game, but on towards the side. Starzo only going to get 1. The trade's going back in for Golden Mentor. Victor there. They're on the side. They're still trying to battle it out. Shados can't do it again. Out as well for Wolfen. Round 4, straight onto it. And you're absolutely on it this time around. C-piece to be seen. Looking at Shados here, committing to the site, and actually gets away with straight up murder until then. FNS with a quick trade. The classic doing more than enough apparently. That's going to be gutting for them. But the site not quite fully under control just yet. FNS goes down, a little bit of chip towards Victor, but mostly gets away unscathed.
The numbers advantage here for Koi.
They're all on the site. NRG unable to back away from this. And yeah, Koi just collapsing on towards them. Victor, a 1v3 required. They're playing together on this. It's going to be rough for Victor here. Might get the first on 1. They line up a little, but actually it's Golden Mentor. Keeps it clean.
The step back saves them there.
Be fined too much for it, and we'll have to now rescind the control towards garage initially. No big hit towards the site, but now with that amount of utility coming in, they know that they've lost that. So many ults now coming through. This will be a full retake at this point. I'm looking to see what's anyone trying to work anything in him. No, this is all just going to be respect the plant. They'll probably push up a little towards CT. You've got a deeper garage hold, but other than that...
being, there's no flank here.
Nope.
So, Som's going to feel really comfortable at the bottom of C long here. Couple of members of Koi maybe looking to flank garage, but with a double stack in there from NRG, this is problematic here. Haven't got that same pop from CT this time around.
They absolutely don't. There's very little pressure coming in unison here. Victor finally feels it coming in through the top of garage. That looks like a high priority, and yes, the paranoia catches, so they do manage to start taking in towards garage. Looking towards CT, they don't have to find the same success. Crash is holding them back with a second. And now Coldamenta needs to do some serious work. 3 is all he can find, and that's all he's going to get. Starzo...
But lots of tools at the disposal of Koi.
What?
Som had both smokes up there as well.
He had everything to play with still. Not sure if they felt that they had that for free. I'm not sure what the read was there. Maybe feeling Trex was the only one on the site. But again, the flash had to come from somewhere. Plants come in, but it's 2 to try and hold it. No flank on this either. All through CT or Heaven.
So FNS has to be super aggressive here.
How are you going to do so much damage? Yeah, Shados and Trex. Quick work, light work. You've got one player on the other side, and that will be Shados sitting deep towards CT. So this side will be theirs.
Well, I mean, they've got the lockdown. You can see they've got the Nano Swarm to try and just delay the plant a little bit, but there's already bodies in place here for this retake. I almost want to see the lockdown set up here as they've got actually the counter Nano Swarms for it.
Yeah. So looking to see what they try and make this work with. A swing and a jump just off the back of the contact, but great trades for Artis. Finding 2 being pivotal to this round. Make it a third. Artis dicing them up. And just holding towards CT, waiting for that next victim, that next player who would dare do it. And no one feels that they can. Trex, ooh, damage done, yes,
1
but
HP for Artis.
Unconfirmed. Has got for the boys.
Got to see something from this 3-man setup on A.
Yeah, the harder
initially
part.
Here, brilliant. First tick in the box. Wolfen, does he get caught on the way back out? No.
Lovely.
Come away. Completely untraded first blood here, and it's Som to fall. No smokes available for NRG.
But they're already in on the B side somewhat. Coldamenta really keeping note of that, though. Does find Victor, but it was Artis who slipped through. And yeah, Koi now starting to go through the motions. It's working perfectly. Koi looking comfortable now. And Artis last one alive. It ain't pretty, but he gets the job done. Coldamenta.
See the smoke. They're going to see it when they get past these boxes.
Coldamenta, I feel like he's dead there. Yeah, absolutely dead. NRG's timing could not have been better. Falling away from this Coldamenta, maybe feeling they were still meandering around A long, and there actually are still 2 players here.
Som's going to get a dirty lurk behind this.
They're double pump.
They're going to deny them from saving.
Yeah, look at that. Perfect read again. Just backfilling this off the contact towards long. They knew that they'd have to respect that and pull those 3 players back to potentially deal with the C hit. There was a lot of players seen. So again, this is perfect calls. Lovely reads. But actually, Starzo still sharp for 1, but he needs a bit more. There's still 4 players alive here, and you're down to Trex and Shados. They've been sitting, playing for these, you know, saves and trying to keep these weapons up. And Trex is still desperate for it because Artis was maybe overheating a little in that. Want to try and punish Trex again. Still dancing around, but he's got 5 HP. There's only so much one man can do, and it's all but done. NRG.
Yeah.
Oh, no point saving now. In we go. Site now taken. Artis plants the flag there and actually takes the scalp off of Trex. What a shot. Trex looks so unaware there was even a chance of that, and Coldamenta chomping at the bit to try and maybe find a fight through CT. No. And we're actually going to see the lockdown coming in, but this time it's
all a fake.
Yep. Oh my god, the spike's over towards A. Well. And you've still got the slip through here as well from Artis. He's still doing them dirty. Victus already. NRG. This is perfection from them. And now Starzo.
Starzo doesn't know where it's planted. He doesn't know where it's planted.
Lost
oh, no.
and confused.
It's painful. Yeah. The penny's dropped. The penny's dropped. And this is the thing, NRG just absolutely...
With 4 rounds to the name, NRG with 8. How much can Koi do to pull this game back in? Can a third potentially come through here? Or NRG just a little too sharp?
We'll be able to get this plant down. Starzo eating that first shot. Now the second might even find him. Somehow. skips away.
They're trying to crunch, so look at this off-tempo hit. I love it, trying to catch the players who are still on the side, which they might just do here. Victor, lovely, gonna get one, but a quick trade from Wolfen. Still standing, can't stand much longer. The site now waving the NRG banner as Koi relegated towards long, but can they hold this plant? Som's on it, he ain't moving. He's looking pretty safe right here.
No.
Som ain't gonna move. What? Trex! He got him off it, and now Crushy's with Trex! You absolute god! Saving Koi!
Catch this contact, but yeah, the clock really has run down here, and the spike is long, so...
Okay.
Okay, Coldamenta just finds a drive-by. Yep, round saved.
There we go, that's exactly what you'd depend upon, but the 3 players left alive, anything to look at here? Not really, they're not in a position to really challenge. Plant comes in.
The finest of margins that actually Koi find this, but it's going to put them within touching distance.
It certainly does.
And that's the bottom line.
And that's big. Taking one of the rifles away makes these kind of reinvestments incredibly difficult, and Trex desperate to do damage. Oh, it's down 25, looking like they're going to hold it. Oh, it's adjusting long, finds Shados, it's gorgeous. NRG posting up pretty aggressively on these angles, not sitting deep by any means, and actually not falling back, but they have lost sight control. Coldamenta, so unaware, didn't even turn, didn't even look towards it, and now just 2 on the site here, surrounded. No comfort to be found, maybe can fall away so long, but they need to win a fight and find some safety somewhere. The chip damage coming out from Trex could have given them a second to breathe and think, but it ain't gonna be for long.
Set up here for the utility as well. Trex forced a little closer towards spawn.
Trex.
Not caught by the paranoia though.
He needs to, he might be good! Oh, FNS keeps on running and Trex just falls. Starzo a 1v4. Position is pretty considered. They had players in sewer, they had CT dealt with.
Either.
There's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. He's dead and buried. NRG smothering Koi now.
Crashes, and he should find info, yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
The Hunter's Fury to slow things down.
Oh,
It's a double tag.
This could be massive, and it is. Crashy's finding Coldamenta.
Another 2 tags.
He's done so much damage to the lockdown just to make sure he's safe.
Look at the
they're
time.
hesitant. They've got 35 seconds, and they've got no information. They've got nowhere
There's still
to go.
2 on C-Lauren.
Garage is a player in it. Wolfen's running into his death. He has no idea. They already cleared it earlier, but Som's here. Perfect play from Som.
Oh my god.
Positioning divine. He's read the round. And now Trex, it's a formality again. And Som played that so well. The positioning was great. Test for him here. Flash goes up and the swing. Uncharacteristic miss, but a second by the cherry. He knows he's under pressure. Wolfen trying to close the gap here, chase them down. They're actually going to slip out through CT. All the players backing away from this one.
So yeah, do have the Rolling Thunder available for this. And do they opt to actually pull the trigger here as the plant comes through? Starzo maybe going to get pinned onto site here.
He's in trouble. He's in real trouble. Wolfen wins one fight towards Garage, but it's an absolute bloodbath in favor to NRG here. Back on the side here, Wolfen needs more. Needs massive impact. He ain't going to get it. Shados needs it. Doesn't get it either. It's NRG clean on the play back in.
Sticking around for it. Actually, Shados considering the lockdown here.
But look at the flank. 4 players on the flank, and Trex is util in hand. There's no one here. If he crests that corner, that's 2 caught with the paranoia. It's going to call all the players in. Starzo takes a whole lot of damage. He's down to 6 HP. They got to buy time. They got to do something. Coldamenta dives into the jaws of it. Trex stunned. NRG battering them down. And a 3v2. Wolfen and Starzo still alive in a switch of position. Som dips in towards the site, avoids the stun. Still fighting, still standing, tapping on the spike for Wolfen. He's behind both of them. Find them.
Oh my god.
What a time for the young gun to find some form. Rifles I saw as well, so getting harder and harder to make this one work, and it looks like a rinse and repeat, run it back from the last round. Som dips to CT, and you can see the site taken. Wolfen and Shados need to have impact here. Trex has his ult as well, and we're going to see the plant coming through.
You can say with a couple of Spectres, they can't actually rely heavily on this long setup either.
But they're all going to it.
I mean, it's only the Hunter's Fury to play off here.
Tell me they're going to get proactive through mid. Tell me something, Mike.
Tell me they re-clear Garage. It looks as if there's going to be Shados and Coldamenta going that way. Victor immediately punished. Hunter's Fury posted. That's going to catch Starzo and Trex, actually.
And the counter ult comes in. They need some value, and it's fallen by the wayside. Trex and Coldamenta, the last 2 alive.
He's
The
sticking
defuse, he ain't moving. He's going to hold this one down. It's all falling to pieces.
Oh, no.
Right in front of their eyes.
And they're looking to spin the wheel. B site will be their focus point here.
There's so much of it on the ground still. Wolfen's going to take a fair amount of damage. Yeah, softened up, comfortable for Victor. No sweat for him. The smoke into play, and Koi gets sent back. They did not find the impact, but they can't even quickly springboard. Still util in towards Garage. Position now noted. They're not finding what they need here, but a quick flex towards C. Again, do they dare keep doing this? And Victor, he's on the hunt. He's feeling confident. He's got the voice beside him. Tracks on the flank, can only do so much. Finds one. What is that from Victor?
Oh my God!
What in God's name is that? Golden Mented out around him. He's dead. He's buried. And Victor sends him to his grave.
What the hell was that from Victor? To close out Haven. Absolute insanity.